I think I was in the 8th grade. He came over to our house to recruit my oldest brother, Keith. And the one thing I really remember was at dinner, I would just sit next to him and I was so consumed by his, his personality. I thought he was just so funny, and I kind of just, was drawn pretty close to him in that moment.
I was recruiting his oldest brother, who was a total stud. His name was Keith. I drove from Ithaca, New York. I was working at Cornell University, and I drove out to Cleveland and met with the family, and here comes little Nick walking up the stairs from the basement. He was in 8th grade. One of those rare situations where you immediately click, you immediately have fun. It's not even work, you're just really enjoying each other's company, and I got really close with the family.
For me personally, it's just someone that I know I can count on. If there's anything that ever goes wrong, Coach Garland's always there. He's always the first one to text me to make sure I'm doing all right. He's just always there. It's like, it's a very comfortable, kind of a shoulder to lean on. I can go in his office anytime and talk to him. It's a very open door policy. I think when you have those expectations laid out for you, it's very easy to know, what to do and, how to respond to certain situations. And everything that we do is based on, character, integrity, and class.
Nick Sulzer finished 4th last season at the NCAA Championships, earning All-American honors for the 2nd consecutive year. The goal for this season is simple: win a national championship.
Because he had those areas of attack and he put the work in, he's gotten exponentially better in those areas. I mean, he's just really tightened up his game in those areas. And what that did, though, is freed him up to compete. And that was the next step, is okay, work is the gift you have. You're always putting in that, and you got this ability and all these things. How are we going to put it together? Because it's nothing wrong with having the goal to be a national champ. The goal's the goal, but let's focus on what I'm going to do today. And then tomorrow when I wake up, what am I going to do tomorrow? And then when I'm in the competition, all I'm thinking about is being the best steward I can of the gifts and talents I've been given. I'm just going to sell out in this match, score as many points as I can, and then at the end, if I get my hand raised, so be it. When he made that decision to start doing that, and he started really applying that to his life, is when his whole wrestling shot through the roof.
The Nick Sulzer from 2013, 2014 wasn't good enough to win an NCAA title, honestly. But hopefully by adding these new things, I'll be able to do it in 2015. There's not a day I don't think about it. There's not a day that I don't think about, past All-Americans who maybe didn't finish their career as well as they wanted to, who, maybe do have regrets. So every time I go in there, I'm thinking about that goal. Every time I hang out with my friends, I'm thinking about it. Every time I go to class, I'm thinking about it. And I guess the way to approach it is to have fun, but, every life decision I make, I want to make it towards that goal.
When Sulzer's career is finished, he will leave the University of Virginia as one of the most decorated wrestlers of all time.
As I reflect on, my college career and, all the things that kind of build you into the best athlete you can be, and I think focus is, having your eyes set on the prize. The discipline is doing the right things at the right time, but I think the hardest thing is consistency, constantly doing it, and I think that kind of builds into your character and who you are.
The 3 pillars of our program are focus, discipline, and consistency. The 3rd pillar, consistency, can be switched out with the word lifestyle. We want our kids to live a focused, disciplined life for so long that it just becomes who they are and it stops being a motivational word on a chalkboard. And that's what he lives out. He lives out that focused, disciplined lifestyle.
Following his wrestling career, Sulzer wants to stay close to the sport and coach at the collegiate level.
I've been talking to Coach Garland a little bit about trying to get into collegiate coaching, and he's been very supportive. He shared his past experiences with how he got into coaching. The best thing about Coach Garland is how supportive he is. He ran by the idea. He was like, Nick, what do you think about coaching? And if you're not into it, just let me know. If you want to go out and go back home to Cleveland and see your family and stay with them, like, by all means do it. Either way, he's going to support me.